This engine is from a Maserati 3500 GT. These cars were made between 1957 until 1964. This is a 3.5 liter dual overhead cam Hemi design engine with exhaust headers and dual ignition. It has 2 plugs per cylinder, 2 sets of points, 2 coils, and as you can see, 3 Weber 2-barrel carburetors. The oil pan holds 12 quarts of oil and is cooled by an external cooler. The oil is pumped through the cooler via that small pump at the bottom of the engine. The transmission is a ZF 4-speed transmission. Some of the cars came with a 5-speed transmission. This engine came out of car 1012088, titled as a 1961 3500 GT. The car had been hit in the front. I believe because of that accident, the block may have been replaced. And therefore, this block does not have the serial number of the car, which was 2088. The flat area above the starter, which usually carries the serial number, only has the letters VI when looking from the back of the engine. For this test, we took off the transmission. We have it hooked up to a fuel supply. We've run hot water through the engine to warm it up, and we're ready to start it. Now that we've run the engine, I wanted to cover the details. The engine has new pistons, new valves, new valve guides. The cams were reground to original specs. There's a new timing chain and bearings on the timing gears. I've installed a newer type one-piece head gasket. The crankshaft was ground and polished, and there are new rod and main bearings. The gerotor type oil pump was completely overhauled with new rotors. Included is the rebuilt starter and starter cover. The water pump was also rebuilt, and the fan is included. Piping is included. There is also a radiator, but it needs to be recored. The generator was not rebuilt, but it was tested and it works fine, and there's a matching voltage regulator. The harmonic balancer was also rebuilt, and as you can see, I installed a timing pin and marked the balancer with the appropriate timing marks so that it's easier to check the timing. The distributor cap, rotor, condensers, and points are all new. The ZF 4-speed transmission shown before is included. As you can see, the bell housing, the pilot bearing has been replaced, the clutch and pressure plate have been rebuilt, and I will include the clutch master cylinder and slave cylinder, but they need to be rebuilt. As I mentioned before, the oil is cooled and the radiator shown here is included in the sale. The exhaust manifold flanges were repaired, as you can see. The air filter assembly unit shown here is out being restored and uses the snake type air filter. Well, I hope I covered everything. If you have any questions, you can reach me at 1962.3500gt@gmail.com. Thank you.